Well, we've been away from home for a few days, cat sitting for a friend. So we've got the next few days off work plus the weekend to try to just blitz through some stuff. So while Andy's away at a Warhammer tournament today, I have spent the morning goofing off, but now it is afternoon, and since it's nice and cool enough, I'm going to try to get a few things sorted. One of which is kind of pulling the last of these stems off the lilies. Although I don't know if you can see from here, there's a rather giant friend who's made a little nest there that I'm not super excited about. But I'm just going to give this a real quick tidy, pull these off, and then debating inside outside stuff. So let's just kind of see. It's more of a potting around day to really try to get ready for some big stuff tomorrow and over the next couple of days, which you'll get to see. Friends of the show, familiar with Flymageddon, will remember what happened around here last week. So I think it's probably time that we plant these potatoes before we have another Flymageddon. I'm going to be honest, I have actually resisted the urge to clean my kitchen. I live in a building site. It just is what it is. And I realize this also isn't a gardening show, but, maybe you don't know how to plant potatoes when your potatoes get out of hand. So basically, these have been in the kitchen for quite some time. So as you can see, they've got lots of sprouts. So just got to save these roots. What you don't want is like the actual bit of the potato that's just going to rot when it's in the ground. So this will go into the food compost. This actually has a chance of becoming a potato plant. Normally you would do this in January. Get it ready. Maybe like March. But we're having such a both unseasonably warm and unseasonably wet season that even if we had been in here earlier, I don't think we probably would have planted them because they would have just rotted. So, and I think I've only got 2 or 3 potato bags, so it's not like I'm going to go out and try to do a giant harvest, and the foxes have already got into all of my soil. So even what's left of the soil isn't going to be massive. So I'm not going to try to get a giant potato harvest. And frankly, most of the time we eat low carb, so we don't even eat that many potatoes. But right now, see previous comment, living in a building site, sometimes all you want to do is just throw a potato in the microwave, make a quick gravy, call it dinner. So lots of chicken and chips type things happening around here lately. And, always good to have some stuff to throw into the compost bin as well. I've got lots of good eyes on it. So we'll see what happens. And because it is a building site, what's the worst thing that could happen? I end up growing potatoes in my air quote dining room over the winter. So we'll see what happens. Just a bit more of that. And there you go. So I'll just take all of these, throw them into a potato bag in a minute. The rest of this we'll put into the veg bin for Andy's very exciting turny thing. So it's a little bit hard to see, obviously, because black soil, black bag, but I put about 2 or 3 inches worth of soil in there. Thankfully, I've got a few more bags than I thought I did. So what I'm going to do is just put these root side down. Nope, root side up. It's been a while since I've done this. I'm going to start with 3 per pot. And then once I get all the pots loaded up, I'll see if I've got room to put 4 in. I like these bags. They're a bit shorter, but that's all right. But they do have a nice, can't really do it with glass, but they've got a nice Velcro bit. So when you're ready to harvest the potatoes, you can kind of just open it up, grab them out of the bottom, because the potatoes will obviously grow out the bottom. Okay, while we're here, I've got this not doing great fuchsia, so I'm gonna just plant this up real quick. This has quite a few holes in the bottom, so I'm just gonna put a wee bit of cardboard in. Obviously I want it to have drainage, but I'd also actually like it if some of the water stays in the pot. So we'll just put a few bits like that. Good enough. Okay. I'll do just a wee bit deeper. There we go. All right, that's the fuchsia planted. There we go, 6 little pots. You give them a wee bit of water. Make a mess, whatever. Over here, give just a wee bit to my pretty little succulents, which hopefully by the end of the week will be in their new home in the bug hotel. And then I think what I'll do is not that the foxes can't get in there, I just want to make it a bit more difficult for them. And I'm gonna put the fuchsia back over under the maple and give the other plants a bit of water because they are definitely looking a bit on the brown side. And then we will go inside and do some of the things we're meant to be doing today. Well, the steamer has run out of water. You know, it's slow progress, but I guess the good news is that there's no paint under the ceiling, and it's coming off pretty quick now that I've taken the fire alarm off, and the fire alarm isn't going off because of the steam. So it could be worse. I think scoring it with the tiger claw really seems to have helped. Well, it just gives it enough to let the steam get in under what I'm guessing is 50 years worth of paint, because it's really thick and gummy. But, it's progress. Certainly, I think by tomorrow we'll have the entryway clear. And then in the afternoon, we're hoping to do a little bit of work on the bug hotel, and might even have some friends to help with that for at least a little bit. So we'll see how it all goes. Hello.
Hey, Annie. We're in the very vicinity of home.
Nice. Glad to hear it. How are you?
Oh, knackered. Yes, didn't even win the wooden spoon in the end.
Oh, I'm very sorry that happened to you. This is a bitumen paint to offer a wee bit extra protection against the wood once we sink it into the ground, with the concrete cement, well, postcrete basically. Which hopefully will just add years to its life.
I'll pitch you, man.
I mean, like all of us, all we want are those extra years.
Oh, yes.